Well, hello there, everyone. This is Pastor Dan, and this is our Friday reflection. This is the 11th of November, and we are in the midst of our Thanksgiving thankfulness. Oh, I forgot to turn on my light. We are in the midst of our thankfulness, and now my wife is laughing at me. We are in the midst of our thankfulness month here at the church, where perhaps you're making some notes every day of what you're thankful for. I have been making some notes myself, and some days I have to catch up because I forgot previous days, and I'm up to yesterday and today, and so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to practice what I've discovered in Colossians chapter 2, verse 7 and 8, and it says, 6 and 7. So then, just as you receive Christ Jesus as Lord, continue to live in Him. So then, just as you receive Christ Jesus as Lord, continue to live in Him, rooted and built up in Him, strengthened in the faith just as you were taught, and overflowing with thankfulness. Overflowing. When my kids were little, they enjoyed pouring their drinks on the table. And I was nervous that they would, overflow their cup. We've all seen those funny videos where the 2-year-old decides he's going to help himself to a glass of milk, puts it on the floor, puts the glass on the floor, tips that bottle, and you're watching and you're saying to yourself, it should stop. And it goes overflowing. Well, we're to be people who are overflow with thanksgiving. And the root of thanksgiving is gratitude. And the root of gratitude comes from humility, where perhaps you didn't deserve what you got. Perhaps you worked hard. Perhaps you received something you didn't deserve. Now, it's easier to be thankful when things are well. It's much harder to be thankful and overflow, where it comes out of us a lot, when things don't go so well. Like when we can't seem to get a break when it comes to our finances, or we can't seem to get a break when it comes to our health concerns. But even in those things, we can be thankful that God is with us, that He's given us strength for today, that we have maybe the food that we need for today, even if we don't have it for tomorrow. We can be thankful that we have some friends, either at church or in our neighborhoods. We can be thankful that we're not alone. We can be thankful sometimes just that when we close our eyes and put our heads on the pillow, that we get to sleep a little bit. There's always something for which to be thankful for. Makes me think of some of the missionaries that were interned in some of the wars, and they would talk about how they were deprived of so many things. But I remember one missionary was so thankful that she was able to see a ray of light across her cell every day. You know, finding something we're thankful for is part of the solution to it overflowing, where we've got enough of it where it wants to come out often. You know what often comes out? Criticism, or mean-spiritedness, or selfishness, or any number of things that ought not probably be part of my life. So I'm reminded here that just as I received Christ Jesus as Lord, which is by faith, I should continue to live in Him, rooted and built up in Him, strengthened in the faith just as I was taught, and overflowing with thanksgiving. Part of our secret to being overflowing with our thanksgiving is rooting ourselves in the reality that God is with us, that Jesus knows what it's like to be us, that Jesus went through His suffering with us in mind, and that one day He's going to carry us to a place where He has redeemed us. He's been setting aside John 14 tells us that Jesus went away to prepare a place for His disciples. Sometimes we just have to be thankful for that. Overflowing with thankfulness. How is your thankfulness these days? Is being thankful hard because life is difficult? Well, okay. We can just admit it. Life is difficult. But we can still find things to be thankful for. And that's what I'm trying to practice. Even today on this hot, balmy, sticky November 11th day where it shouldn't be this hot and sticky. but I'm thankful that I get to enjoy being sticky. Okay, so that sounds a little weird. Overflowing with thankfulness. Try being more thankful. Look for things for which to be glad, and it will change your perspective on a lot of other things. This is my encouragement today. The Lord is with you. Be thankful. Pastor Dan, First Line Church, saying farewell. See you tomorrow at Produce. It's our last Saturday. We're going to have a potluck afterwards. Hope you'll join us. First Line Church is a great place to be.